Don't fuck up. Don't fuck yourself. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Rude Cooking School podcast. I'm your host, John Hauser III, and with me is a valiant person who got a medal today, and he should be very proud of himself, and he's not because he's a goddamn glum, gooey Gus.
My name is Sir Evan the Mayor.
Yeah, that's how you should be fucking telling people what your name is. Just have, make that a permanent thing. You put on the medal every day. Like the guy that gave you it, he walks around with his medals every day, right?
Probably not every day. I don't think you're supposed to wear your regalia on a daily basis.
I bet you he wears that shit in the shower.
It's pinned to his bare chest.
He takes his shirt off and he's just got tattoos of medals. No, congratulations, though. You want to, what is it, a civilian medal? The
Civilian Service Achievement Medal. It's the fifth highest honor a civilian employee of the DoD can receive.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I got to go to an award ceremony. I got to shake hands with a 3-star general, which, if you know anything about the military, it's not a big deal, but it's a deal. And I got a Rootin' Tootin' challenge coin.
You got one of those.
Yeah, this thing is beefy.
Holy shit.
This is from the Army Futures Command. On one side, it's a warfighter, and it says some words. And then on the other side, it's an anvil. And this is the patch that they have on their arm, and it says, Forge the Future.
Yeah, I see it. That's really cool.
You
would win every POG game when you were a kid.
No shit. Had that. Well, I don't know if you know how the challenge coin game works. It's not POG. But if you go to a bar and there are other service members there with their coins, whoever has the highest ranking coin, this command AFC is 4-star. It was handed to me by a 3-star general. Uh-huh. So I would win almost every single time.
Really?
Yeah.
Then you're going to walk around with that in your pocket, right?
You're goddamn right I am. Put it in my wallet.
Immediately lose it at a bar.
Yeah. Oops. Some guy sells it on eBay for $20.
Yeah, he's like, hey, fucking, who cares? That's super cool. I always love seeing those challenge coins. Those are really cool looking.
Yeah, they're so dorky and really cool. I have another one that's specific to my department that's little and round, and it was given to me by a colonel, so not carrying a lot of weight at the bar.
It's so cool to see this like goofy inside baseball bullshit that happens. You know what I mean? Like it's such a we got coins to play. This one means more than this one. Like,
yeah. If you're enlisted, like there are coins galore. Like you'll get one for every tour you do. You'll get a coin for everywhere you've been. A coin for this. A coin for that. But yeah, this one's like chunky. It's big.
Yeah, that thing is huge. How thick is that?
Thick. I don't know. Like license plate thick. I don't know.
Okay, thick. So it's not like a 1/4 inch thick.
No, it's probably double that. I'd say it's about as wide as like a 50-cent piece, or maybe a little wider.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. You could fuck somebody up with that thing too.
Yeah, I could whiff it at somebody's head and it would hurt.
Just sticks in their forehead. Blood. Yeah.
Well, it'd be even cooler because the one side is an anvil, so it looked like there's an anvil sticking out of their head.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're like, that means you got to give me all the coins in your pocket. It's just a big, yeah.
Right.
Well, cool. Congratulations. You fucking deserve it. You've been working very hard for very long.
Yes, it feels good to be a federal worker these days.
I'm sure it does.
Being highly commended, recommended, people praising you for your work.
Cherished and honored.
Preventing air crashes and mid-air collisions with jets and helicopters and things like that.
Yeah. We'll get into some of that.
Well, pretend that's not a timely reference.
Yeah, well, it'll be timely for 4 years, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, let me see. What was I going to say? Besides, I can't hear myself. Have you been cooking? Have you been doing the dry January thing still?
Mostly, now that we are basically at the end of January, I have a calendar where I make a frowny face if I've had drinks and a smiley face if I have not.
Okay. So have you been doing damp January?
Yeah, it was moisturary. It's basically just weekends.
Moisturary, gross.
Yeah. Yeah, it's better than I did last calendar year. Well, not in January.
Absolutely. I'm not here to bust your balls.
No, I'm dialing it back. Because my New Year's resolution was 6-pack abs, and I'm doing it.
Okay.
I'm going to lose some weight and I'm going to blast those abs.
Are you really going to try to get like 6-pack abs?
Uh-huh.
For real?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Or at least like a recognizable midriff or something like that.
Okay. Hey, man. You got to get on that diet then. Start burning some cows.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I've been heading back to the gym.
A lot of running.
I am not a runner. I'm an ellipticaler.
Same here.
Or a bike. I'll do a bike.
Are you eating all that protein, all that sweet protein?
No, I'm not trying to like bulk up. I'm trying to lean out. I think I don't remember when we made it, but we've been doing the Home Chef boxes for a few weeks. And I'm getting to the end of my interest in it because the stuff gets repetitive. But there was one shiny, delicious recipe that we did that I think it was a collab with some food blog or something like that. And it was it was a vegetarian dish, but I did add a protein, and it was like noodles with a nice hummus based sauce.
Interesting.
Yeah, and crispy roasted chickpeas on top.
Ooh, that does sound good.
And then I guess spinach or something was also mixed in, for color and nutrient. And then I just threw in some chicken, and it was damn good. And I ate the leftovers, and I don't usually do that with those kinds of things.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah. Other than
have you thought about?
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, have you thought about like getting a CSA to kind of force you to eat vegetables?
It's not a bad idea. I think now that
it'll guilt you because you'll be like, God damn it, I have
8 pounds of kale.
Well, because you don't want to throw it away because it's like delicious, pristine fucking vegetables that you get from the local farm.
I guess the problem is there's only 2 of us, and I know that you can do like a CSA for 2, but I don't know. I'd have to really think about it.
Look into One Straw.
Can I get eggs farms with that?
I think they do. I think you can add it. I see.
My one coworker has chickens, but it's been too cold for them to lay eggs, and I'm like, when are the eggs coming back, baby?
You want me to get there and blow on your chickens, make them warm?
Yeah, especially because we've,
got a hairdryer.
Part of these meetings we've been having at work are about return to office because, we're just lazy assholes that work at home and sit in the bubble bath all day. And I'm like, if I'm coming back to work, I'm getting free eggs. That's one thing I'm getting. That's at least $12 right there.
Oh, yeah. I realized I got eggs the other day and it was like $6. And I was like, what's everybody's problem?
Right.
Like, I buy $6 eggs. I just realized I'm immune from this kind of because I just normally buy $6 eggs anyway.
Yeah. The giant that I hate going to that's close to me.
Which sucks, but still.
I only go there if I need like one item and I'm not going to be doing the rest of my list or something like that. I fucking hate Giant so much. But like,
yikes.
They were completely out of basically every egg except for the pasture raised eggs that were $13, $14 a dozen.
Safeway was completely out of eggs except for the Eggland's Best, which I was surprised about because I actually like their eggs.
Right.
They got the little stamp on the top.
Yep.
But I think everybody thought those were the cheap eggs because they come in that like just plastic. That white styrofoam container. So they look cheap, but they're not. Like I think normally they're not $6.
Yeah, in my mind, they're like the fancy eggs, and then your store brand are the cheap ones. But that is not the case. Like I think I normally go to Harris Teeter to do my shopping, and I think Harris Teeter has been treating the Eggland's Best or whichever eggs that are the cheapest as a loss leader, because the price has not moved from $3.99 in quite some time. And I think the last time I was in there, they were like $4.30. But compared to a lot of the other grocery stores that I'm hearing about that are $7, $8, $12, a dozen, that's crazy. And people are like making runs at Costco and buying 100 eggs at once. And I'm like, what are you going to do with all those eggs? You can't.
Yeah. Then they're going to start freezing them and realize you can't really do that because it kind of ruins eggs.
It does.
Yeah. I mean, people are fucking maniacs, right?
Like, they are. Hey, remember that last time that gas was like really expensive and people were filling plastic bags up with gasoline?
Fucking idiots. I mean, we're almost back to gas is pretty expensive again. So, hey. Yeah, like I was at BJ's. I didn't check the price of eggs, but they had them. They get those big flats of 18 or 36. Mm-hmm. And I didn't check them, but they had them. I mean, Safeway just didn't have them. They just had a sign that was like, can't get eggs, sorry, basically. Because I'm sure they just don't want to pay what they have to pay and try to sell $13 eggs. Because, I mean, some people will buy them, but you know what? I don't need eggs. I don't rely on eggs that much in my life that I'm like, you know what?
It is. I mean, it's true. If you're into baking goods, like you're fucked, or making pasta. Oh, yeah. There are a lot of things that egg is a primary ingredient, but otherwise, like I don't need to eat them for breakfast.
Yeah. I mean, what did I use eggs? I mean, I made a rice bowl the other day and I had the egg ones. I was like, all right, so, put just rice bowl, some fucking roasted chicken, goddamn egg in the middle.
It is funny though, if it, normally if I'm going to make homemade pasta, I think it's just like 3 eggs, 2 cups of flour. And it is now officially more expensive to make it at home than to just buy a box of Barilla.
I've stopped I haven't made pasta in years. I had a kick for a while, and I got the KitchenAid attachment, which works really great.
Yeah,
like I love that thing for making pasta, but like
it's fun.
Yeah, it's just like meh.
I think I'm going to get into because the pasta is.
I also hate pasta, so
the spaghetti is only one extra step away from making a flat sheet. So I think I'm going to start trying to do like egg rolls or wontons or something like that.
Yeah, well, in most of those, there's no egg in that. That's just water and just water and flour.
Yeah, that's a little trickier.
Maybe a little salt.
I've also got that recipe. I've got the recipe for the alkali noodles, and I want to try that for sure.
There's a way around that too, where you can just make regular noodles and boil the noodles in water that has baking soda. Mm-hmm. It does the same exact thing.
Oh yeah. My.
Yeah, you don't have to fucking bake your goddamn baking soda or whatever the fuck. And, or get alkali salts and shit, which are kind of a pain in the ass.
Potash.
The only thing you got to make sure of is to not do a lot of pasta. Try to make a lot of ramen noodles at once, like 4 packages of it. But if you make your own noodles, do you have the KitchenAid joint?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's like the flat fat noodles, and then the thinner.
The fettuccine versus the spaghetti.
Yeah, and it's not really spaghetti, but it's not really angel hair. It's kind of in the middle. It's kind of ramen-y size. If you use those, I mean, you see them turn yellow and everything. It's a really good hack.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's and it changes the texture. It literally just makes them into ramen noodles. It's really cool.
But there's still the matter of the broth.
I'll send you the article. Oh yeah, I mean that's the worst part of all of it.
Yeah.
Making the broth, making the tade and all the fucking stuff. And
too much time.
Too many chicken backs.
Yes. But also it's like an all day process. And, you're going to have to make enough to run a restaurant for a week.
Well, and that's the beauty of it. And we've talked about this a zillion times.
True.
Is if you make one recipe of it out of like the Momofuku cookbook, you're good for like at least 4 different
apocalypses.
Dates. Yeah, if you just freeze the rest of it, you're good. And making pork stock isn't hard. It's the stuff that goes in it. It's the tade and the all the stuff that the menma, and it's all that kind of shit that takes its little time. Like, okay, I made rice bowls. So I made medium grain rice. Let me look at the picture I got here because I forget exactly what I did. But I did, the cucumbers with, just salt and a little bit of sugar, sliced up cucumbers in there. I did the menmo, which is bamboo shoots. I made roasted chicken the day before, so I just kind of sliced up one of the chicken breasts. I did corn, scallion, and then topped it with Kewpie mayo and like a sauce. I'll post the picture on the website. On the Facebook page.
The website.
And then put a soft-boiled egg in the middle. It was great. And had some what's the dried fish flakes?
Bonito.
Yeah, it had bonito in there too, which made it nice and smoky.
Bonito apple bomb.
Delicious. But shit like that is that was a great dinner. It was just a bowl of rice, a bunch of fucking vegetable sides, 3 slices of pretty awesome chicken that I had roasted. Good to go. And then I always a few times a year I fall in love with roasting chicken, and this week was the week. So made roasted chicken. It's fucking awesome. Used it 3 times, the first time eating it, and then second time for the rice bowls. And then last night I made 12 gigantic fucking burritos.
Oh.
Because there's a place by me, the shops at Highlandtown. Have you ever shopped there?
No.
It's like a mini it's very Latino oriented, but there's sections of it. It's almost like a little H Mart. It's fucking awesome. But they sell the really good thin big ass tortillas that when you go to the farmer's market and you get a burrito and they have those really big ones. They sell those, and for $4 a pack, and you get 12 of them. They're fucking great. They don't break on you and shit. They're great. So
then I will have to go there.
Yeah, you'll dig it. Especially if you go on a Mexican food kick, because they have all the spices, all the super super good prices. But yeah, they got a Japanese Korean section. Their meats are fucking awesome. I know now if I need chicken hearts, they're up there. If I need chicken gizzards, they're right there. That kind of shit.
This reminds me, one of the things we received in the mail from the holidays was this big box of Middle Eastern spices from Hannah's mom. And I think they come from some sort of Jewish halal, whatever place in New York. Because they're sort of Israeli-ish spices. I'll have to send you photos of all these canisters because I don't know what to do with most of them. One of them is just labeled shawarma, so I'm good with that. I know what to do with it. One of them is a red pepper paste. Good little spicy little spread, and we actually got a chicken tikka pizza, and I just slathered a slice with it, and I was like, "Ooh, this is good."
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Chicken tikka pizza is weird.
It's so good.
I've had it once and I really liked it. And I was like, wow, this makes a lot more sense than I thought it would.
Yep. Yeah, it's basically just, you've got your chicken tikka masala on a piece of naan, but it's with cheese.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So good. Before we get into food news, I do want to mention the one project I did this week is Crosby and I made baguettes.
Okay.
I was watching something, and Crosby's always like a baguette monster. So we made French bread pizzas or baguette pizzas last week. And as soon as I bring the baguette in, it was nice and warm because they'll make them down at Lighthouse Liquors. If they're out, they'll blast you 2 of them really quick. It only takes 6 minutes, and they're fucking great. They're the best baguettes that you can buy around town without going to a baker. Nice. And he was like, can we make these? Is that a thing we could do? And I was like, fuck yeah. So used a King Arthur flour recipe, and on their YouTube page, they got a guy who does a lot of their recipes, and he shows you how to easily do the baguettes. And they came out fucking awesome. They were the best baguettes I've ever made. I didn't have to put them in a mixer for 7 minutes or 15 minutes. They were awesome. Yeah, man. I was really proud of like how they came out. And it was like, do you know what a poolish is?
No.
Okay, so we made the poolish the night before. It's just literally flour, water, and a little bit of yeast, and it ferments overnight, and it makes it's basically a flavor booster. And people put that into their doughs to just auto enhance the flavor and just kickstart it without having to bulk ferment a ton of dough overnight. And we made that the night before, and that literally was just mixing those three things together. It's real mushy. It's like really wet dough, and then just made the shit, and it was done in a couple hours. But it most of the time was just waiting, dough, right? So it was just folding it instead of like really working the shit out of the dough. Just folding the dough, 15 minutes, fold it, 15 minutes, fold it, let it sit for 45 minutes, then prep it into balls, 45 minutes, roll them out, another 45 minutes, bake, done. Fucking cool. Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. It was really good. Again, I will post to the
website
Facebook page to the website. Well, I was thinking about because I posted those pictures to Blue Sky, and I've been waiting to post to the Facebook page so people would know what the fuck I was talking about. So in my head, that was the website.
Is Blue Sky?
Blue Sky. Yeah, Blue Sky's the website now. God, fucking, what are they at?
30 million.
30 million now?
Yeah.
Almost at 40, probably now.
I do still have my Twitter account, and like I'll pop on there just to see what's going on, and it's bad. It's real bad.
Is it just bots yelling at each other?
No, it's very disgusting, nasty, ugly people doing very nasty, ugly things.
Just because they think they can now?
Yeah, and I mean it's now just the right wing echo chamber, and it's weird. I still see like people from the Baltimore Banner like posting on there, I guess because they have to for their job.
But why? Like at this point, none of that engagement is going to get you anything.
Well, the engagement is also much, much lower if you're on Twitter because of the way that the algorithm works, or if you haven't paid for a blue check, like your shit's just not going to get seen. There is not an algorithm on Blue Sky. I mean, there is sort of, but your stuff will get seen by your followers. They're not like paywalling your own stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird because I'm like, I'm sure the New York Times is still in there, and it's like, are they just afraid they're going to get sued if they get all? Because he's said that before. He's like, I'm going to sue everybody when they leave. It's like, why? They don't owe you fealty. They don't owe you their account. Like,
yeah, his product is trash. I don't understand. Like, I mean, I understand. That is his like his world.
Yeah, he's the king of.
He is God there. Shit. He is Job in Lawnmower Man.
Yeah. I mean, dude, the best thing I did was get off that fucking site 3 years ago, whatever it was. Made me so happy because that place was just a cesspit.
Yeah, it's far more cesspitty now. It is. It's real. It's very bad. It's really bad. But like I've said on other shows I've been on, it's not like they're getting new people on there. It's all just kind of getting older and grosser and awfuler. Basically, like social media is reaching an end point for me, at least, and I don't see it like improving in any meaningful way to the point of basically the whole internet. The internet used to have little corners you could go hang out, right? You could find people that you had shared interests in on message boards or like little chat rooms and things like that. Little corners that you could hang out in. Now it's just a gigantic fucking strip mall full of garbage.
Yeah. I mean, being able to go to websites and bullshit about the thing that you liked with 1,000 people, maybe, or a couple hundred people was great.
Yes.
And then, there was always a dickhead that would pop up and be like, fuck you guys.
Actually,
they would just get bounced. And it's like, yeah, fuck off. Now, yeah, I know a lot of people that have deleted their Facebook accounts this week.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause they're just like, fuck this shit.
I deleted the app off of my phone. I'm going to stick with having an account just so that I can post pictures for me, that I want to look at some point. It's like a photo book. And when I first got out of college, it was like, oh shit, this is a really convenient way to keep tabs with people. Otherwise, it was like, well, I have your phone number written down on a piece of paper somewhere. Mm-hmm. And at that time, back in the mid 2000s, it was like, this is great. I can keep track of everyone I was friends with in college. I can rediscover people I knew in high school, and then some. And now it's just garbage. I mean, it's trash.
Yeah. I've gotten rid of so many people that were following me for, whatever reason, or friended me for whatever reason. I'm like, I don't know you.
Yeah.
We don't need to be friends. I'm good. And I keep it basically as a way to keep in touch with family, kind of, like you said, with the pictures and shit. Like my wife this week was like, fuck this. I'm getting it off my phone. I'm getting Messenger off the phone. I'm getting Instagram. She completely deleted Instagram because she was like, I don't post any pictures that I actually give a shit about. Like, so she was like, I'm keeping Facebook until I can really figure out how to download all my pictures, and I'm fucking out.
I think you can do that. I downloaded my entire Twitter account before I manually deleted 5 years worth of tweets.
Yeah. When I did that, I mean, I didn't have a lot of tweets from my Rude account, but on my personal account, I had a lot of tweets. And I was like, it means nothing. I don't give a shit. Like, It means nothing to me. Some fucking conversation I had about Luke Skywalker 10 years ago. Shit. So it's a weird time. There was a lot, like, food Twitter was really cool. And that's how I'm digging Blue Sky right now, because there's a lot of really good food people on Blue Sky to follow.
Yeah, absolutely.
And everybody feels like it's a new day. So it's like, recipe sharing, and everybody loves, fucking Ina Garden again. And what's her name? The British lady that everybody loves. So
Nigella?
Nigella Lawson, yeah. She's actually really cool, and she engages, and, there's a lot of food writers who everybody, is nice again. Like, somebody posts some food and they're like, holy shit, that looks great.
Uh-huh.
And it's not what Twitter became, whereas if you posted a picture of food, someone go, recipe. What's the recipe? It's like, I just made some food.
Why didn't you credit the author?
Or no, you would just post a picture of something you made and like, recipe. And it's like, I just made food. I don't have oh, okay. Am I supposed to stop talking when you show that? He put up his coin. But yeah, like, it's nice to just go and be like, hey, I made this rice bowl, and people are like, fucking cool. And I always put like what is in there. I describe it in the photo, like in the alt text, but like, you can see what's in there. You don't need a fucking recipe. Like, just put the shit in a bowl and eat it. It's cool. Yeah. So whatever. I like it. It's fun. I get to interact with people and like things again, and it doesn't bum me out. And the block feature of Blue Sky is fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's very powerful.
It really is. It's nice. Like, fucking, you can block people. You can block words. There's certain words I've just, you know what? I don't want to see that. It doesn't come up. It's great. Anything with that word in it. Fucking awesome. Enough blowing up fucking Blue Sky. Let's get into some food news. Ooh, that that was a good one. Do you like pickles?
I love them.
Yeah, I got a pickle for you then.
Oh, no.
And it's for Valentine's Day.
Ooh, Pickle Valentine?
Want me to give you a Valentine pickle? Griots is making a Valentine bouquet.
Of pickles?
Yeah. So if you didn't know, in 2 weeks from today, pretty much, 15 days, is Valentine's Day. That amazing day where everybody's supposed to love each other and give each other presents.
We have been talking about doing a cooking class.
Oh, that's nice. Where at?
I don't know. Hold on. I'll bring up the link that was sent to me.
There is one by me.
Yeah. That's right next, basically the only one I know about.
I was about to say, because there's that one, and I know they do cooking classes in Hamden at a place. But yeah, the one by me is right next to Lighthouse Liquors. We talked about them earlier with the baguettes. But I'll read the article. On Tuesday, Griots Pickles announced its return of the Griots Pickles Pickle Bouquet, a do-it-yourself kit that allows you to create an unforgettable edible arrangement, which is exactly what it looks like. It looks like those shitty... Have you ever had an edible arrangement?
No, and I would never want one either.
They feel like you're eating... like it's
plastic.
Like a bouquet of listeria. The really garbage part is that, you know, they take all this fruit that should never be dipped in chocolate and dip it in chocolate. Like nobody wants cantaloupe dipped in chocolate, right? Or even pineapple dipped in chocolate. Like dried pineapple in chocolate? Yes. Wet pineapple in chocolate? No. But then
wet pineapple in chocolate.
Once that sounds like a Ween album.
I was going to say, it sounds like the worst keyboard duo from the 70s ever.
Hi, I'm wet pineapple. Or no, I'm chocolate. Once it's sitting out for more than 5 minutes, all the chocolate starts from being cold. It starts condensating.
Yeah.
And then you get wet chocolate.
Yeah. Wet pineapple gnarly. And wet chocolate.
Oh, it's so gross. And everybody sits around going, it's so good. Oh my God, it's so special. And you're like, no, don't eat that shit.
No.
Oh, it's like watching the Mogwai eat that chicken in the fucking Gremlins.
How do they do that? They got the juices all over its little face and whatnot.
So fucking gross. It's all stringy and
disgusting.
Yeah, that's what happens when your coworkers eat that horse shit.
Should be noted, Baltimore Chef Shop. That's where we're probably gonna go.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, give me a rundown on how you liked it. That place is Chef Shop is the one that's in Hamden, I think. It's quote the perfect mix of playful and delicious. This V-Day bouquet is a fun twist on traditional flowers. Unquote. Griots shared in their statement provided to Food and Wine magazine. Each DIY kit includes a coupon for a jar of Griot pickles so you can snag some. Hold on. All right. Wait a minute. Each DIY kit includes a coupon for a jar of Griots pickles so you can go snag some at your local grocery store, along with a foam base, tissue paper, a bit of floral filler, a custom quote-unquote pickle vase, skewers, and a personalized card to fill in your message for that someone special. As the company noted, you can also spice it up with optionals like fresh dill, cherry tomatoes, or mozzarella balls. So that's not in the kit. The mozzarella balls, the dill, or the cherry tomatoes. I'm going to show you a picture of what they have here on, that they're sharing as like, check out our fucking cool thing. So that's what they got right there. So it's a Griots pickle vase, which is basically their fucking, the thing that the pickles come in.
This looks like ass.
But that's the fancy one. That's got fucking cheese and tomatoes, and they got lavender.
I was gonna say, is that lavender? Does that go with pickles?
Not at all. They got olives. They got black and green olives, but then they just got pickles, and that's fine. But if you buy this horse shit, and by the way, if I'm buying this and it don't come with pickles, and I gotta go buy pickles or coupon pickles, fuck you. Fuck you.
Well, how do you prepare, wrap this bouquet so that it doesn't come to you in a disgusting wet mess?
You don't. Like you got to dry the wets before you fucking put those things on, dude. Like, and also there's no way that there's not a 15-pound weight behind that fucking.
Right. Yeah. That is a very top heavy photo.
That thing looks like it's going to fall over at any fucking second.
And there's no wet pineapple with no wet chocolate.
Well, thank God for that. It does look like they have a habanero chili right there, though.
That does look like a habanero. There's a couple chilies floating around in there.
I was about to say, yep, that's the chili skewer. So they got red and green jalapenos. They got a couple habaneros. Why would you eat a habanero with your pickle? These are stupid.
Stupid.
Dumb fucking thing. Piece of shit. Bastard. Fucking cocksucker.
Jesus, calm down, God.
You can go to grios.com for $35 for the bouquet.
Use the promo code RUDE.
Fuck you. You can even shop around and get a t-shirt or a hat or a scarf. Yeah, pickle scarf. Actually, I kind of want
I'll get a Grillo's pickle scarf. I
get a Grillo's t-shirt. I actually do like their pickles.
I'm a Clausen. No, wait. Am I Vlasic or Clausen? I don't know which.
I'm a Clausen person. First and foremost, I'm a Clausen person because they make the crunchiest pickles of all time.
I like the crunch.
No, I don't know what they're putting in there, and I don't want to know.
Cement.
Don't destroy my whole. Hold on, dude. I didn't scroll down a little bit more.
Uh-oh.
They got. Oh my God. Hold on. Oh, where are you at? Evan, where are you at? There you are, buddy. Oh, hold on. Look at this picture.
Ew. Stop and smell the pickles.
But look at the picture.
This looks like a firework made of pickles that is exploding in midair.
Look at the do you see the arm holding it
up?
Oh
yeah, it's literally an arm holding it up because that thing is just gonna fucking fall over.
Oh my God.
Pay no attention to the arm behind this thing.
It's so janky. And this one's just pickles.
What's the
dill?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's all dill.
And at least like that makes sprouted dill.
That makes more sense than lavender.
Are those cat? No, those aren't cattails. What the fuck is that?
It's pretty bad.
There's stuff in the background that's like the shit that you pull and then you see like cowpoke stick in their teeth and shit. Yeah. Is that like wheat? It looks like wheat. This stuff like here and there. This is my favorite. That's what's making me laugh.
The lady's arm just literally propping the thing up.
You couldn't Photoshop the arm out.
Like, I'm surprised there's not a puddle on the table from when it fell over 8 times.
Oh, you can see there's residue. There's right juice. There. Yeah. Oh, it is wet now that you look at it. Like if you can see the drops and shit right there. Oh God, that's fucking delicious. I love it. Oh my God, that made me laugh. The fucking arm, it's so janky. By the way, don't buy this fucking horse shit. Fuck them. They're stupid.
Fuck those guys. God.
They're fucking assholes. Hey, do you want to talk about the price of coffee?
Yeah. Yes.
This is gonna be a bummer. So all right.
I gotta get over to BJ's before this shit hits.
I got two bummer things in here. So I'm gonna try to make a compliment sandwich. Like we're gonna have fun with the Griot's people. We're going to talk about 2 things that are bummers, and then we'll go back into something funny. So the price of coffee hit an all-time high. Here's why. On Tuesday, Arabica coffee prices hit an eye-watering new high on Intercontinental Exchange at $3.48 a pound, according to the Wall Street Journal. This means the price of coffee is up more than 40% over the last 3 months and 79% year over year. And it's set to trickle down to the consumer level soon. So buy your coffee now. while they still have it on the shelves at the price they bought it when it was cheap. However, this sharp increase can't be blamed on one single cause. Yes, it can. Instead, it's the result of several converging influences. No, it's not. Quote, the rising coffee prices are part of a larger global challenge driven by climate change, economic pressures, and geopolitical uncertainty, end quote. Yanis Apostolopoulos, the CEO of Specialty Coffee Association, shares with Food and Wine magazine. I said apostop. I should have stopped after the first one. No, I said it right the first time. Apostolopoulos. Nope. Apostolopoulos. I said it right the first time. Giannis. Giannis said, according to Giannis, while consumers in the United States may see shifts in pricing at retail establishment and cafes, the impact is felt mostly, quote, acutely by coffee producers around the world, many whom are already vulnerable to a volatile market and the effects of climate disruptions, end quote. So Arabica coffee prices are especially impacted as Brazil, the crop's largest producer, faced a lengthy drought in 2024, leading to poor crop estimates for the upcoming year. Because of this, the International Communicafe reported Volcafe specialists cut their 2025 and 2026 forecasts for Arabicas to 34.4 million bags, down nearly 11 million bags from the September estimate. Wow, that's a big jump.
Yeah.
Pricing issues were also compounded this week by President Donald Trump's threat to enact a 25% tariff on Colombian goods if Colombia did not allow his deportation planes to land in their nation. On note, the Observatory of Economic Complexity explains that's a fucking place. The Observatory of Economic Complexity? Jesus.
That's my home base.
They explain. Yeah, that's my brain. The Observatory of Economic Complexity. It explains that Colombia is America's second largest supplier of coffee, just behind Brazil, meaning the tariff on impounds from Colombia would likely make its products far more expensive to U.S. consumers. Yeah, because that's how fucking tariffs work, you dumb piece of shit. Ugh. So the threat was seemingly diffused when the Colombian president, Gustavo Petro, agreed to the flights, but the Trump administration has said that the tariffs and sanctions will be held in reserve because they're fucking giant shit bullies. When President Trump even makes threats about tariffs, the minute you introduce uncertainty into a global trade system,
the price goes up.
And that's what global trade is. Things are going to get a little crazy. Dan Gardner, the president of Trade Facilitators, a supply chain, trade and logistics company, shared with CNN. Yeah, because that's what happens in a global economy when you got a fucking maniac saying they're going to blow shit up or fuck up the fucking whole system. So it's going to get expensive. I'm not reading this whole fucking thing because there's a lot of Apostolopoulos in there.
Ass to ass.
Ass to Apostolopoulos. No, Giannis seems like a really cool guy. Giannis did point out that adapting to these challenges requires collaboration across value chain, balancing short-term financial realities with long-term goals to support producers and meet consumer expectation for traceability and quality. For now, some people are very worried, but at least they have a sense of humor about it, which they're just saying like the advantage that we have with coffee is that it's still cheaper than a cocktail. So, economics, baby. It's fun to watch. No, it's not. So yeah, it's volatile right now. Get your coffee because it's going to get expensive. And I mean, the climate change thing does have a lot to do with it because that's why they had a really bad crop because they didn't get any rain. Rain, no trees grow, no bushes grow, no berries grow on bushes, no coffee. That's how it works. So are you, thank God I drink tea, which is probably also undergoing the same thing.
Well, yeah, I don't know if you know this is Trump's tariffing all the tea.
He probably is depends on where it comes from, I'm sure.
He said it's for homos. He doesn't like it.
Tea? Oh yeah. He's like, fucking.
I bet he doesn't drink coffee or tea.
Oh, he probably doesn't. He probably thinks he's like.
No, he probably just drinks Diet Coke.
No, he does fucking drugs. That's why. Like he's clearly on something.
Yeah, he doesn't need an eye opener.
Him and his sons are grinding their teeth constantly, like they're fucking eating bottles of No-Dos. But we know it's not No-Dos. Hearsay. Some people say. I don't know what you're talking about. So here's the second bummer. The Trump administration orders a temporary freeze on food and health agency communications. I'm not really going to get too long into this one because it's just a fucking bummer. But basically, Dr. Dorothy Fink, acting secretary for the Department of Health and Human Services under President Donald Trump, has instructed the heads of every federal health agency to stop public communication. According to NBC News, Fink sent a memo to the leaders of the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, and the National Institutes of Health, the NIH, to, quote, refrain from publicly issuing any document, unquote, or communication. This, Fink added, could include any updates to regulations, social media posts, and any press releases until it has been reviewed and approved by a presidential appointee.
Oh, good.
Yep. So that means a 19-year-old child of a Fox News contributor will be reading all of this and telling them if it's good or not, because that's what's happening.
Said this website's very bad.
Yeah. Fucking, who's the douchebag that Tucker Carlson? Did you see his son has a job in the fucking administration? He's 19.
No.
Yep. So which communications and messaging are on pause? CNN explained that Fink's memo directed health agency employees to not participate in public speaking events without approval and to have all documents, quote, including regulations, guidances, notices, social media, websites, and press releases, end quote, reviewed for approval by a presidential appointee, like we said before. Quote, as the new administration considers its plans for managing the federal policy and public communications process, it is important that the president's appointees and designees have the opportunity to review and approve any regulations, guide documents, and public documents and communications, including social media, from here on out. So, is this normal? A lot of people are like, no, because it came out of nowhere and there's no instruction after that and we don't know what to do. Quote, there's a lot of uncertainty right now as this transition occurs, a CDC official who definitely would not tell their name told NBC, but noted that the pause is not, quote, totally out of the ordinary. They're hoping that this will be done. The lift will be done by February 1st, which is tomorrow. We'll see. Or no, that's Saturday. And then, should you worry about this? We'll see. Quote, not a day goes by when the CDC isn't tracking a potential threat to our health. And quote, Dr. Richard Besser, president and CEO of the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation and former acting director of the CDC, said in a statement to CNN. That screwed me up.
I will say that my department's website has also been frozen so that they can do keyword searches for anything that could be considered DEI.
Yeah. Ugh. Quote, right now they are letting us know about bird flu in cows, birds, and people. Every time there's an outbreak involving a food, they let us know how to avoid getting sick, Besser adds. They let us know where diseases are occurring around the world that could affect our health here or if we travel. Cutting off communication from CDC puts our health at risk and prevents our doctors, nurses, and public health leaders in our communities from doing their jobs. I urge the administration to quickly lift the pause. So, that's that. There's no, we haven't gotten anything yet. So, I'd said it was going to be a bummer, but it's news people need to know. I feel like it's important.
For thought.
Yeah, but it controls all of the regulations, and they just got rid of the red dye right before Trump came in. I'm sure that'll get put back in.
Nah, I don't think so. I think that's one of those bipartisan deals.
Oh, was RFK not down with the red dye? Is that why?
I don't think he has strong opinions about the red dye, meaning he probably...
I don't really like the red dye.
I think everybody needs to... I'm going to shred my vocal cords if I try to do that.
Red dye is created by the chemical trails in the air, made by the lesbian aliens.
Oh, God, that fucking guy. Oh God. All right, let's go to something stupid. Everyone loves pizza, right? Everyone loves pizza. In a 2023 survey of 2,000 people by a Harris poll, the whole big 2,000 people, by the way, a whopping 21% of Americans listed pizza as their favorite food. What's your favorite food? Pizza. I love pizza. I mean, who doesn't? I love pizza. I make it fucking all the time. We made it 2 days ago. According to a recent study by Talker Research, which surveyed 5,000 people across the United States, 1 in 7 Americans have been eating pizza the exact same way without changing their order for over 5 years. Jesus Christ. That's pretty. I mean, 1 in 7, that's pretty big. However, the same survey found that 57% of respondents are open to try new pizza combinations.
I'm willing to try.
But just don't know where to start. You fucking idiot.
I just don't know where to begin.
I don't know how to just say fucking mushrooms. There's a button and it says mushrooms, but I don't even know if I can click it. God damn it. The analysis uncovered other pizza truths about each state that might inspire your next order. Hey, I'm going to let you know because I've looked at this list. It's not going to inspire shit. The findings, nearly half, 49% of those polled said the spice makes pizza taste better. Anyone looking for more heat should head to New Mexico, Hawaii, California, or Texas, where the poll says people are statistically shown to add the most spice to their pizza. On the opposite end of the heat spectrum, unsurprisingly, that was my editorial addition there, the findings demonstrate that Michigan and South Carolina are both the least likely states to spice up their pizza. What? South Carolina is surprising. Michigan is not surprising, with just 31% of the people from either state saying they add a little hot sauce on top of a slice. Not only are Michiganders more reluctant to add heat to their pizza, but the state also had the highest percentage of respondents who said they'd never try a new pizza at all. 11%. God damn. Fuck that shit. I got my pizza and I'm not trying nothing. Wow.
They probably think like hot dish is a pizza though.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we clearly know you're a pizza like avant-garde pizza with your, Indian flavors and stuff, right? Could you imagine being like, hey guys, you want a tikka masala pizza? What? And just how you would instantly get murdered.
Where's the marinara on this?
New York City.
You know how I know you're over 35?
Because I said that, yeah.
And I knew the reference.
Yeah, exactly. Get a rope. In a similar vein of loyalty, the residents of Indiana and Vermont proved to be the most likely to stick with the same pizza toppings forever. So it may be tough to convince them to try sprinkling a few anchovies on top of a pie. Ugh. By the way, side story, my son thought he would be slick and get his own pizza with anchovies the other day.
Yeah.
And me and my wife tried to talk him out of it because he loves anchovies. Uh-huh. And I love anchovies. I put anchovies in a lot of food, but it's a background flavor. It should never be a front flavor. Okay. And the anchovies you get on pizza are fucking garbage. And we try to tell him. He had one slice and then was like, this wasn't very good. Yep. Can I get rid of this? And I said, you owe me $18, friend.
Go mow the lawn.
Yeah. Guess what you're going to be doing? Lots of chores around the house for the next day. He did learn his lesson though. He was like, I'm really sorry. I should have listened. And I'm like, you know what? Sometimes there's only one way to learn, and it's to put fucking rancid anchovies in your mouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because anchovies are good. And I tried to tell him, because he really loves Spanish anchovies, which are the pickled kind, the white ones. I'm like, it's not those kind of anchovies, because he'll just sit there and eat a whole fucking thing of those, which I will too. I love pickled anchovies. Anyway, as for the way people eat pizza, the study found that 40% of those in Georgia eat their crust first. That's wild as shit.
Those are crazy people.
40% eat pizza backwards?
That's like some lost tribe. I don't know what the fuck that is.
That's the greasy hand of Georgia. Like, seriously, you imagine how fucking greasy your hand gets holding the fucking pizza backwards?
It's not celestial. This is bullshit.
That is weird. While more than half, 53% of Illinois residents prefer to use a fork and knife instead of picking up the piece with their hand. What are they, fucking like real Italians?
8-year-olds.
A whopping 66% of Minnesotans said they never fold their pizza slices, which might ruffle the feathers of quite a few New Yorkers. I mean, I don't get that, because I always fold my pizza, but
I don't do it by default. But it's not something I really give any thought to.
Yeah, I just do it like, if the pizza can hold itself, yeah. But if it needs structure, you fold it. The survey also dug into how often people are indulging in a slice and found that state by state results varied greatly. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, no shit.
That's why we have data. Data analysts revealed that Iowans eat the most pizza per month, with an average of 5 times. Wow, 5 times a month. I'm at
least 3, at least.
Yeah, I'm at least 3. Because we always order on Friday nights takeout. So, like, pizza's a big takeout thing.
And some days when I'm just like in a pinch for just something to eat for a lunch type thing, I'll take a pita shell and just put cheese and sauce on it.
That's pretty ghetto, but I like it.
It's a pita pizza.
Yeah, exactly. I like it. Yeah, we make pizza at least once a month. So there's one. Then you order a couple. Yeah, 5 times seems a lot, but also, is that like ordering 5 times, or is that like?
Yeah, if you're including leftovers, you order 18, then I'm definitely up at like 5.
Yeah, exactly. Because, you order an 18-inch pizza,
yeah,
and you just got a lot left over. So North Dakota does it 4.9, Alaska 4.7. Louisiana doesn't eat as pizza as that often, but when they do, it's with friends and family. It's a family affair. So the residents of Louisiana host the most pizza nights for their friends at 3.5 times a month.
I wonder if they have crawdad pizza.
But they do. I guarantee
pizza.
I put a little bit of filet powder on my pizza. I
had a red beans and rice pizza the other day.
I'll tell you what, I had a etouffee shrimp pizza. Oh, wait.
I'd probably eat that.
We don't even have king cakes. They just have pizza king cakes now. You fucking eat pizza the crust. There's a baby in it. Muffaletta. Dude, if you had muffaletta fucking pizza muffalettas or muffaletta pizzas, it's instantly 1,000 times better than a muffaletta, because the muffaletta is the most overrated sandwich in the history of sandwiches.
Hey,
want to eat 8 fucking like thick inches of bread with 1 inch of meat in between?
Yeah.
Yes, please. Ugh. You can fucking keep it. What did Hannah say?
I don't know. She's mumbling in the background. She's doing this.
Hold on, I'm not looking at you right now.
She's expressing her distaste.
Oh, for muffaletta, or
no, for your opinion about muffaletta.
Oh, muffalettas are garbage.
Normally I'm wearing headphones when we do this. So she just hears all these hot takes and she's like, oh.
Hey, forget about it. What does, she's from New York, right?
A part of it.
Yeah. So it's It's all about the water. That's why our pizza tastes better. It's no surprise to us. This is a quote. It's no surprise to us that Americans love pizza and eat it multiple times a month.
Wow.
Kate Newhouse, the director of global marketing communications at McElhenney Company, shared, quote, whether you're a fan of Hawaiian or meat lovers, New York style or Chicago deep dish is not a pizza. A dash of hot sauce is always the best way to make a pizza more exciting.
Oh my God. Even that is such a bland statement. A little bit of hot sauce.
Well, if it's the McElhenney Company, then they make
sure, right.
Whatchamacallit, the worst hot sauce known to man. What is it?
Tabasco.
Tabasco, thank you. So here's I'll give you 3 chances to come up with. So right now they list the most popular pizza type in every state.
Yeah. In every state.
So in every state, there's mainly 3. There's only one state that doesn't have one of these 3. And so think of like when you buy your garbage Red Baron pizzas. What are they called?
Thick crust.
No. Toppings.
Oh, pizza or pepperoni.
Toppings. Okay, that's basically number 1.
Sure. Number 2, sausage.
It's sausage is on it.
Green pepper sauce.
You're close though.
Green pepper, sausage, onion.
Yes, supreme.
Supreme. There you go.
Okay, and now remember you're in America.
America. Hawaiian pizza.
No, fucking not Hawaiian pizza.
America. What?
Think disgusting Americans and what they must have all the time on everything.
Bacon, ranch.
You're good with the bacon. That's part of it.
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
No, it's meat lovers.
Oh shit. Okay.
So the 3 most popular are supreme, pepperoni, meat lovers. So like going alphabetically: Alabama supreme, Alaska pepperoni, Arizona meat lovers, and then it's literally like supreme, pepperoni, pepperoni, supreme, meat lovers. Iowa is both supreme and meat lovers.
Wow.
And this is the wild card: Massachusetts, veggie.
No.
That's yep.
No.
Weird, right?
That's another lost tribe situation. I don't believe it.
Yeah. I have a Massachusetts. I can't. Like Boston doesn't offset that.
What part of Massachusetts is like, yes, give me vegetable pizza every time?
Because I can't imagine that people in fucking Southie are like, hey, hey, bro, give me the fucking, give me the fucking veggie pizza. We'll fucking take it. You motherfucker. Like, yeah. And literally everything else is pepperoni. Oh, we got another double. South Dakota is supreme and pepperoni.
They like crude oil on their pizza.
Yeah. So, okay. Last weird thing, because I just found this fucking super weird. Well, one thing, did you see the Progresso soup drops thing?
Yes.
Friend of the show, Allison Robicelli, actually wrote about it, I think, for somebody. So if you want to look that up, I was trying to get them and I kept forgetting that they only released them on Thursday mornings. And I went today on before 12, which I was really happy about myself, but they're all sold out and they're never coming back now. So basically, but I like the idea of like basically cough drops that are made out of stock.
Stock drops.
So yeah, stock drops. That's what's going to happen when that coffee gets expensive. Stock drops. So check it out if you've never heard of it. Progresso's got soup cough drops, and I want to try them. So I might hit Allison up, but yeah.
No, don't do that.
So last but not least, Velveeta is launching single serve cheese packets so that you're never without cheese.
Okay.
Doesn't that sound great, everybody?
It sounds like something I have maybe seen before.
Have you, are you a Velveeta fan?
Yeah, on occasion, like a game day situation.
Do you know how much Velveeta costs?
$5
for like 32 ounces of it. It's like $33.
No,
$36
no.
for a loaf of cheese.
No.
Yeah, dude,
no.
It's really expensive.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. For 2 boxes that are 32 ounces, which is 4 pounds of cheese or 2 pounds of cheese. So this is 2 4-pound boxes. That's 32. That's on eBay though. I'm not buying fucking cheese on eBay. That sounds terrible.
Amazon.com, original pasteurized recipe cheese product, classic size, 32 ounce block, $7.99.
Okay, well that seems normal. Okay, that's good. Okay, then I was looking at something crazy.
You probably were.
Okay, that sounds better with what I had in mind when I read this original thing about Velveeta launching their pocket cheese.
Does it come with a tactical vest for your pocket cheese?
I wish.
Tactical cheese vest.
So if you're the kind of person who carries hot sauce, salad dressing, or tiny salt packets,
you're a loser.
You are a fucking giant loser. No, you just have a purse and you have really cool food things in there. On Wednesday, Velveeta announced it's launching, and by the way, get ready for the worst name I've heard since the 80s for any fucking food thing ever. It's called, I'll just spell it out. VEL, capital VEL, the letter 2, large G-O. Vel-to-go. It makes no sense. Vel-to-go.
It's pretty good.
It sounds like vitiligo.
Vitiligo.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm gonna lose all the pigment.
We get some of that vitiligo.
Yeah, vitiligo, the single serve limited edition packets of Velveeta cheese that you can put on just about anything. No, you can put it on anything. Like
just about anything.
Yeah. No, you can put it on anything. You want to put it on a ruler? You can do it.
Put it on a ruler?
Yeah, why not?
Dude, put it on a Big Boy's bail bonds pen.
Measure my fucking cheese. Yeah, you can put it on a Big Boy's bail bonds pen. You can put it on a capo for a guitar.
A capo?
Yeah. Vel capo. Quote, our fans know Velveeta is more than just cheese. It's a lifestyle of indulgence. A celebration of outrageous pleasure.
All of the most outrageous pleasure-seeking individuals I know are always walking around with Velveeta.
And a siren's call for others to go all in on the things they love.
It's true. It's true.
End quote. Stephanie Vance, the brand manager for Velveeta, shared in a set statement. Quote, we created Vel-to-go as a portable offering that's more than just a condiment. It's the ultimate wingman that unleashes craveability in big mood food in ways other condiments can't.
You know, John, it's part of La Dolce Velveeta.
Living La Dolce Velveeta. I'm going to show you the picture they have on their website and god damn it, this fucking gross ass with pants.
Ass.
So this is what they have as their picture. Vel-to-go.
Oh yeah, just put it in your back pocket. Couldn't get a person with a better butt for that?
No.
Some random
or a better belt.
Dude from the 80s wearing a shitty ass belt.
Or a better pair of jeans. They look like they have front butt in the back.
That's true. Velveeta's first single serve offering that's specifically targeting millennials and Gen Z. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All those millennials I know that are craving pocket cheese.
Pocket cheese. Yeah. The person in this picture looks like they have 1/4 of a butt cheek.
Yeah.
And it's just right here.
The other butt
There's
cheek
no
went
cheek
into
over
his
here.
one butt pant area.
Yeah.
Both butt cheeks went into one side.
It looks like they stuffed the front of their pants in the back.
It should be noted that on the website that John is looking at, there's an advertisement for cornhole set. It's a vintage wood grain professional cornhole board for $295 on sale from $345.
You know why that's there?
Why?
Because I have a $300 professional cornhole board that I'm trying to sell.
Knows the website,
and
knows.
I've been looking up. Well, I looked it up to try to figure out how much I should sell it for. I got it. I got it through work, and I didn't pay for it. They just gave it to me, but it's really extra heavy and really extra awesome. But what am I going to do with a fucking professional grade cornhole board? So yeah,
I would like
targeted ads.
I'm going to send a memo to Donald Trump to ask that Stephanie Vance, the brand manager for Velveeta, be fired for referring to Velveeta to go as the ultimate wingman.
Oh yeah. Also, why does this look like all I think about is looks like
juicy
chocolate?
Fruit.
Yeah, juicy fruit or what's the Hershey's chocolate with nuts?
It's,
you know what I'm talking about?
What is that? What is that called? It's Hershey with almonds.
Somebody's screaming at us right now. It's Mr. Goodbar.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Sorry. God.
Yes.
Yeah.
It looks exactly like a Mr. Goodbar.
I was hoping it was juicy fruit, and I would eat cheese flavored gum.
So here's what the packaging looks like.
Looks like shit. Looks like ass. I bet. It looks stupid.
It looks like kind of like juicy fruit.
Yep, it does. To go. So is it like is it a slice of cheese?
No, so like, you know when you get Velveeta mac and cheese and you get the foil packet that you squeeze out into your cheese?
So is it in little rectangle glorpy tubes?
Yeah, it's those. So, okay, let me go back to the thing.
I want to see a product demo.
Explained, as you said, is the first single-serve offering that's specifically targeting millennials and Gen Z. It's based this decision on a study by NC Solutions, which showed that 1 in 4 millennials and Gen Zers bring their own condiments with them whenever possible to elevate every meal. And it's specifically filling the void for cheese lovers who have been, quote, left dissatisfied due to lack of convenient cheese condiments, end quote. Velveeta also noted that while fans have long been able to add its cheesy goodness to nachos, hamburgers, and vegetables, this new sauce makes it, quote, easier than ever for fans to elevate any food item to satisfy those cheesy cravings.
Is it a sauce or is it a block of cheese?
Whether it be drive-through fries or a stadium hot dog. No, it's like the cheese in a package for the mac and cheese, the Velveeta mac and cheese.
Oh, okay. So it is like a squeezy cheese and not like Velveeta is a block of cheese.
Oh, you didn't see the first picture. I'm sorry. Let me rewind it for you, friend.
So it's like Go-Gurt, but cheese.
Yeah. That.
I see.
It looks it looks like a half of a Mr. Goodbar melting out, but it's yellow.
It's just a ketchup packet of cheese.
Yes. Okay. So here's the crazy part that when I was reading this originally, I was like, wow, that seems like it's egregious in its price. So we found out that 32 ounces of this cost, what was it? $7.99
of a block of cheese.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is 4 1-ounce packets. I'm sorry, 1.1 ounce packets. So
$5.80.
Wow, that was really close. It's $5.91.
How many packs?
That's really close. 4.
So it's just like $1.25 per pack of cheese. Fuck this bullshit.
Oh. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. When you can just buy a 32 ounce block of it, I'm fucking putting that shit in a bag, and then when I need to, I'll just keep it in my pocket, let it get warm.
Get a Bota bag, load it up with some Velveeta cheese sauce.
Yeah, you just cut the corner off and then all over everything, just in your mouth.
Sir, that is a bowl of oatmeal. Shut up.
Fuck you. Let me live my life. Yeah, you know that. I mean, sir, that's celery. I don't care. Like, I'm trying to think of the thing that goes the worst with celery. I'm trying to think of the worst thing that goes with cheese, and honestly, I'm having a hard time. It's a hard time.
Orange juice.
Sir, why are you squirting
toothpaste?
Sir, why are you squirting cheese into your fizzy water? It's delicious.
How about like cheese flavored toothpaste? Huh?
Oh God, I'm into that kind of. Might be good for kids. Yeah, they're like LaCroix never got back to my option. They never got back to my emails.
Cheddar flavored.
I'm just
LaCroix.
making my own cheese flavored LaCroix. It's okay if I eat it with my pinky up.
Yeah, Velveeta needs to do a collab with 7-Eleven and just do all Velveeta everything, like Velveeta Big Bite, Velveeta Slurpee.
Slushies, yeah. Oh, God, a Velveeta Slurpee.
Cheesy Slurpee, ice cold cheesy Slurpee.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Well, cheesy Slurpee is my favorite sex move by far.
Oh, that is amazing. We're going to end on that. We're good. Thanks for listening to the Rude Cooking School podcast, everyone. We hope you've had as much of a good time listening as we have making it. If you want to add us on Blue Sky, I am on Blue Sky at Rude and at Rude Cooking School. Evan, tell them about your awesome podcast.
You can also find me on Blue Sky. I'm also on Blue Sky as City That Breeds. Speaking of City That Breeds, it is a podcast between me, myself, and a guy named Casey and a guy named Brian. And it airs every Wednesday evening, and we do funny stuff. And it's about Baltimore and usually pop culture too. And this year, I'm trying to bring more video game content to the show. And Civilization 7 is coming out, and it is made by a Maryland-based company. And I think we might get one of those guys on to the show.
Civ 7.
Yep.
By the way, Brian Levy would be the first in line for a cheese Slurpee.
McRib Slurpee.
Can you imagine? Could you imagine his fucking head would implode if he found out that fucking 7-Eleven was making a cheese Slurpee?
I don't know. I'll ask him. I'll ask him on the next recording.
Okay. Yeah. So that's it. If you want to join us on Facebook, there's the only good place on Facebook actually is the Rude Cooking School podcast Facebook page. Add yourself and join the fun.
It's a great website.
It's a really good website that you can go to and have fun, dick. So, by the way, please tell everyone about the podcast. It's the only way we get around. We don't advertise, and your word of mouth helps a lot. Thank you very much, England. I see you. Thank you very much for this week. So, for the Rude Cooking School podcast, I'm John Hauser III. Don't yuck my yum.
Go ahead and get some of that pocket cheese. Go ahead. Do it.
Pocket cheese. See y'all next week. Peace.
Bye.